Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us about the classic scene where Crusoe gets let loose in the house and dog right there.
Oh yeah, the bulldog. Oh yeah, yeah.
Churchill, as the name coincidentally, goes after him and gets in trouble.
Oh boy, that dog. I've also worked with dogs before. I've worked with dogs and Skip, and I think there was a dog even in Ladder 49 at one point. But they're even the best trained dogs are tough. But in this case, I was told this dog was trained. But once we got going, I found out very quickly, not really. We had a scene that we shot earlier before that big chase scene. We had shot a scene so simple, you would think. It was just one of the army guys walking down a path, and the bulldog's supposed to walk next to him. And when the army guy stops, the bulldog's supposed to stop. The and the actor who was playing the army guy had a pocket full of dog treats. So you would think the dog would stick right with him. I shot about 30 takes of that and couldn't get it because the dog would either not follow him or would wander off or wouldn't stop. After about 30 takes, I just threw it over into what we call second unit, which is a different unit in the movie that shoots a lot of other stuff. And I think they had to do 30 or 40 more takes to finally get that dog to stop. So when it came time to shoot that chase scene, and there's one shot in particular where the dog has to hop up on top of a big long banquet table while a formal banquet is going on, and then he's supposed to run down the length of the table and knock crap over and get everybody all messed up. And I turned to my assistant director and I said, well, I don't know if we've got anything scheduled rest of the day, but just cancel it because this is going to take all day to get that dog to run down the length of the table. And I mean, and everybody was getting all worked up. Oh my gosh, it's going to take so long. And the money people were fretting. And we set it all up, roll the camera. That dog hops up and runs down the table and knocks over the bowl of soup in one take, one take. And so after about 50 takes of just walking down a path, he came through on that one shot. So I loved him after that. But yeah, he was a funny dog. I got a good picture I took with that dog. But yeah, he was a piece of work.
Was he like outside of the filming? Was he nice and friendly?
I don't remember much. I mean, you sort of work with animals like you do actors. You bring them on the set when it's time to work, and you don't really, do a lot of socializing with them otherwise. I know, like on Skip, for instance, those were really trained dogs that played Skip, and the trainer. She was very specific, not just with me, but with everyone on the crew and the actors that the dog is so highly trained that you weren't to pet him or treat him really like a dog because he was like this trained actor really. And so this dog was not a trained actor, as I found out. So you could pet him or whatever you wanted, but I had plenty to do. I didn't really have time for old Churchill much.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been worse, in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it took Mike TV's dad 46 lines, I think it was, to just say not to your 12th son correctly.
Right. Well, yeah, that was he was the bulldog version of that for sure. But man, he got that one shot, the big money shot for that dog. He got in one take. He was one take Churchill on that one.
Yeah, yeah. So, what was the actor of Lewis Mowbray like?
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Cheers!